Ready for a new 4-finger chord? Welcome to Guitar Chords Info Stream, Phase 12, 4-finger chords 2, Part 2. The new chord I want to show you here in Part 2 is called C7th or C7, and it sounds like this. The best way to explain, or the best place to start from when learning this new C7th chord, is for the old version of the C chord that we played before, where we only used 5 strings. But instead of playing our 3rd string open, we want to put our 4th finger at the 3rd fret. So we would go from to so 1 string at a time for this new C7th chord. Our 5th string, we would have our 3rd finger at the 3rd fret, just like with our old C chord. And the 4th string, we would have our 2nd finger at the 2nd fret, just like with our old C chord. And then the 3rd string, we would have our 4th finger at the 3rd fret, and then for our 2nd string, we would have our 1st finger at the 1st fret, and then our 1st string would be open. Now I'd like to strum this C7th chord for you a little bit in 4/4 time, and I believe this time I'm going to put my upstroke on every 3rd beat. So do spend some time working on this chord at your own time and at your own leisure. And another thing I'd like for you to start doing is spending some time becoming more methodical with your upstrokes. I think it'd be a good idea to spend some time doing an upstroke if and when the Spirit moves you, which we've been doing, but also spend some time becoming methodical with the upstroke. For instance, saying, I'm going to do it on every 4th beat this time when I strum this chord, or every 3rd beat or 2nd beat or whatever, because I think will apply towards you finding your own way of strumming chords and make you sound more individual over a long period of time. Like everything else when it comes to learning the guitar, it's seldom, if ever, instantaneous. It's really lots and lots of small steps over a long period of time. And also, so why am I having you go back to your old way of playing the C chord in order to make C7th? Well, this C7th chord, eventually we're going to do a variation to the C7th chord, so we'll be able to move it up and down the neck like we're going to do our F chord eventually, and our B minor chord once we put a bar on it. And of course we're going to put a bar on our F chord eventually and move that configuration up and down the neck. And a slight variation of this C7th chord is that we're also going to use it. That way you'll have chords that you can move up and down the neck. So please do spend some time working on the new C7th chord, and also keep up your old, or I guess your new full C chord that you learned back in Part 1. So that'll give you some things to work on, and feel free to enjoy the chord progressions that you've learned so far all you want to as well. And when you think you're ready, meet me in part 3, and we'll challenge our fingers a little bit more in order to get us ready for that monstrous B7th chord coming up. And as always, if these videos are helping, please like, comment, and subscribe.